Yeah.
They've looked untouchable, and Envy was running around with SMGs to put the Brazilians in their place. And we do jump into the pistol now, and we see even the CZ cropping up in the pistol round from Henny. That's how much things are starting to shift in favor of that pistol.
Yeah, it's one of those pistols that, well, drop is such a pain.
Perfect, yeah.
And it gives you just a bit more resilience. You don't really need the armor. People are flying at you. You want to kill them before they kill you, and that gives you the opportunity to get 1, maybe 2.
Maybe 2. It is almost like a kind of, it does sometimes feel like a one and done, but many players have proven already over the course of 2 days that it's not necessarily that. And so what, show phase A, and immediately change your plan.
Yeah, they looked like they were going towards A, maybe decided against it, didn't have the utility, wanted to use it elsewhere. One smoke, double flash, they'll probably go up B long, smoke Olaf, double flash over and explode out the smoke to broken wall, get sandwich.
Now, one flash to enable them to cross safely. No smoke invested, but it is going to catch Lucas perfectly behind that tree. But look, they haven't managed to check it. He's still on tree and hasn't found a single frag. Finally finds one, but it's in the last couple of bullets of his USP. And now back and forth we go in the end as the dust does settle. Bomb down 2 versus 2 because KNG is still on the ball from E-Box.
And he's got the kit. This is very doable.
Very, very winnable. RPK finding a bit of a closer, higher ground. Well, XMS is going to take those higher duels, and he had to hit that. It was actually RPK to keep him safe. And look at that. XMS, all he had to do was breathe. A sigh of relief and in this instance, because RPK does all the work.
The tank holds strong. Yeah, he's so consistent, RPK. You always can guarantee he'll get at least 1, almost every round, if not 2, 3. He's just an incredibly consistent player, and he has been throughout his career.
Wonderful to see. Now, the SMGs are coming out, a full SMG buy. It's actually quite unusual to see it, usually. Especially on a map like Cobblestone, you do get a couple of the Galils pop up.
Yeah, it's a map where you can go hyper-aggressive and explode quite easily onto B. B control's given to you in a sense. You've got to work for A.
Right.
The CTs can kind of play walkies, get sneaky around there. B, you're almost given and you can execute straight up. But they're probably going to take this slow. They know what they're up against. Use all the mollies, let all the mollies do all the hard work. And flush these players out of their hidey holes. Henny with the boost. Will they expect it?
Often under-expected, but it looks like Envy are far too smart for that one, and Bolts is in a very, very tough situation. Rock and hard place, but he's going to get away, finds a little escape through hard place. And now just 350s remain, and that's a fight that should not go Happy's way. It doesn't. Bolts will catch him off. Long range with the CZ, and a change of plans completely. RPK is going to be the front runner, the spearhead of this assault on towards B. And Lucas ready to receive it. This is the kind of range where the deagle almost does look better than the SMGs, unless they can close that gap quick, and they will. Look at them jumping off that broken wall. Great angle from Lucas. You can see just the tip of their head, but no, they've closed the gap, and the SMGs now will thrive. 2 alive for Immortals then. CZ and Deagle for Bolts and Steel respectively, and they're locked out at this side. This will be a plan. This should be a round unless Steel does something nuts.
Steel might stop. Oh no, he might stay.
Oof. Paid a bit too much of a heavy price for that one. A player lost and the majority of his health pool. Just has to kind of roll over and accept that this is not the round to be unless he finds a head in the next 5 bullets. Mathematically impossible. That's it. He's got a knife and 1 bullet, boys. What are you going to do, Steel? Oh, it's gone. Oh, 3 HP in a dream.
Oh,
he's going to preserve the Kevlar. What?
That's kind of huge, actually.
Yeah?
Considering the situation he was in, for him to save 1.5k there, I mean, it's not bad. And they've done quite well in terms of doing damage. They've used all of their grenades. They've killed 3 players.
No complaints.
Not a horrendous force buy. I mean, we've seen so many force buys go tit for tat, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And no one's going to give up until this situation happens where you're forced to eco.
And this is exactly what they're going to do. It will just be the preserved Kevlar of Steel and then a couple of P250s littered amongst the buy. In fact, I say couple, it's just the one. The P2K does always look suspiciously P250-esque.
This is where you're going to see the MAC-10s flying through the air, hunting that cash.
That's a boost expecting the drop rush.
There's the MAC-10s.
And here they come. Weren't expecting that, they were. They 2, now 3 were ready and waiting for Happy. Unfortunately for the Brazilians, nothing more pushed out of that drop window.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of how you want to play it. You want to be in sneaky spots that are really unexpected.
And And that's what ENVY have been doing, expect the unexpected. RPK's been given what is typically Happy's responsibility. The way he approaches drop, or the lurk in general, we'll see more as the buy comes in. But I really do, this is one of the maps where I think Happy plays it right.
Yeah, he's really, really good at lurking around drop. Making calls, making pressure. Cobble's such a difficult map to retake. Both sides, you've got to go through a double door. Or through a tiny entrance, which is the electric room on B, or the balk. So if you lose the site, really hard to retake. Him pressuring in the middle, he's going to get so much info, apply so much pressure, he's going to have a lot of space created just from that.
Yeah, and space certainly is going to be a premium at this point in time, given the AWPs in play. 3 now across Cobblestone, and we have been seeing a lot from ENVY. Typically, actually, in their previous game, on their T-side versus Cloud9, it was A push after A push. They just were relentless. They actually, the majority of their rounds won were on the less popular site.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost mind games to some extent. Brute force and ignorance. If you're going A and it's working every round, you're going to expect to B at some point, and then suddenly the A's again. You can throw it 2 ways. Maybe fake the B, hit the A again.
Right.
Really get in the heads. And yeah, Cloud9 actually got bested by these guys on Cobble.
Henny, lovely restraint from his zoom. You see, he didn't want to make a single sound cue, excuse me, and therefore just stayed zoomed for so long, and eventually being rewarded with a frag. XMS down on long. Now Bolt's so convinced that this is going to be a late peek from Scream.
Yeah, you have to play this bomb site with great crossfires. You can see they've got one van watching his side alley. He can swing if he gets info there. Bolts is going to get probably a flash from the guy van. Ooh. And they're just
beautiful positioning from ENVY, actually, with Bolt's position, but they managed to
great.
make it count. Flashes are impressing Christian. Around and Steel's trying to do one better, but it is a swift trade. Just as the last bullet finds Happy's head, RPK's takes him out of the running. And you said retakes are hard. Even harder when you have an AWP as well. KNG is going to try and do something because Lucas is out of there. 2 bullets fired and 1 body drops. KNG, it looks impossible from this perspective. So many corners to check and not the ideal weapon. Finds it though. No nades from ENVY to keep him at bay. It will just be down to vanilla Counter-Strike. Shoot the head. And he does close to it there on Sixer. Oh, the jump! And the retreat from Sixer. He knows he's low. 4 bullets in the chamber. He's not going to find it. Sixer saves the day for ENVY. It looks good though.
Got close. Jumping AK.
Phil. RVK is going to be shaking his head at that one. Perhaps softened by the fact that Sixer saves the day. Or low HP, being pushed. I mean, the fact that he had 4 bullets, had he had more, he could have pre-fired the corner.
He could have pre-fired the corner, but he had to go ASAP. He had no kit.
No time, no hope.
All or nothing, really. Had to go all in there. They're looking really good, ENVY. I'm surprised. Like, Immortals almost crushed G2. And they're starting off really well here. RPK's looking sharp.
This is a map we've seen ENVY look great on. Play versus Cloud9, press long, I believe we're casting that one. And again, the CZ started to become a recurring theme in the kill feed.
This is the firepower. Screaming RPK getting the entries. No, it wasn't RPK, it was Sixer the AWP, yeah. Yeah, it's really important to trade frag in those situations. So many times you push side or push an area on your own, and you get caught by these pistols just double pincing you. It's really important you can trade as a T.
So far it has been rather well-structured trading. Just some scavenged CZs for one of them, and this round is over. It's just a matter of both survival and perhaps a hunt for a weapon or two, but no, not going to happen. Instead, we will see ENVY start with that initial 5. They are looking really, really comfortable, actually.
Yeah, this is a really, really important round now for Immortals. They've got the double AWP. They've spent all their cash here. If they win it, great. They need to chain money together. If they win this and lose it, it's going to be devastating to their side. They'll probably go 9-1.
Yeah. This could be brutal. They've invested full double AWPs into it, and the absence of head armor makes that XMS Mac 10 viable.
This round needs to be clean by them. They need not to lose more than 1 or 2 players.
Of course, it's usually the understandable choice. ENVY have been doing this a lot. They know CTs, when they're going up against AKs and AWPs, will not invest into head armor. However, a Mac-10 with the right mobility, the right positioning can still rip apart that unarmored head, and RPK just walked straight through. Henny had no idea.
And they've lost B.
This is like lurking on another level. RPK, the bomb's going A, and he's getting 3 frags of potentially on B. Look at the
Talk
CTs
about
rotate.
solo plays.
What?
There was no call there. He's just gone out, killed the first guy and gone, all right, I can do this. Yeah, this is me. This is my round.
And now from one luck to another, Envy have made an executive decision to try head B, and now pushing for info. Still, you can understand his decision making there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he had to get info there. Unfortunately, 60 was there ready and waiting with the AWP. And Scream lurking around A. He's got the kill. Bolt's looking for info, and they're just going to run the bomb A. They know where this guy's going to be playing around connector. He's tried to rotate B already.
He is in a good spot to catch one on the cross there, where he was, past 10, because the smoke and molly are going to make life so difficult.
It's so hard to retake this bomb site. Even with this weapon, it's probably the hardest thing to do.
Very tough scenario ahead of him, but he's going to walk out the smoke, and he's greeted by XMS. And
Wow,
perhaps...
that's savage, actually. Losing those AWPs. Look at their money now. They've got a eco, maybe get some CZs and some armor.
Ugh. Okay, what's the play here then? Immortals, you've called the timeout. I can understand why. Not a single weapon being bought or dropped or even changed, as they just have a conversation.
They forgot to download these baguettes.
Didn't get the demos. And you really would need to at this point. I mean, what we've seen from Envy's Cobble is different. It is different. Posturing towards A almost every round at the start, and then the question is do they commit? They've actually been using RPK as the lurk. He's been dropping. He's been going drop. He's been going plat.
Yeah. I mean, why not if he's feeling it?
Yeah, sure. 7 frags for him, just underneath Scream, who's been having a bit of a, as Chad would say, ball terror. Yeah, and you will just see the pistols come out. I like there's a bit of utility with it, though.
This VP do this a lot. They love using nades. They love waiting, buying as much time with the smoke and the info. Just jump spotting, playing really cheeky, hiding in the hidey holes. And when the all-in comes in, they want those nades down.
The fact that you see 2 kits bought is evidence that Immortals both believe in the pistols and believe that there is a win around the corner. They could pick this round up should those deagles connect.
Yeah, and they've gone for a stack towards B here. Maybe it's a hard read. If they do go A here, they'll probably push through their spawn. Like I said, the retake from the door is so difficult that you want to give yourself more options. And they'll probably just Zerg looking for pistols, looking for the lurker.
Slight miss Molotov.
This is Happy's routine.
Lucas goes for the fight again. Information gathered by Happy, but that's the nade. Just as we were talking about.
Yep.
Spend the nade and get a kill they otherwise wouldn't.
And they're just running a default. See how much pressure Happy kind of put on them. They've spent all of their nades. Unfortunately died, but he managed to get a kill. Oh, RPK.
He's feeling it. He is feeling it. Just destroys bolts.
I thought Scream was the one-tapper.
Yeah, taking his role, taking his title. But RPK will keep CT attention on him, if not just for a moment. But I think information must have been gathered because the CTs are out there. They're not interested in that fight. But Henny is. What? A millimeter gap, and the Desert Eagle finds the head of the tank himself. Now still, you need to get something here. He's going to be hearing it. But does he peek for information? He chooses to. XMS is the target of his CZ's affection, but he's getting pushed from either side. And I think he knows it's Steel. Smart, cerebral play from him, and he's just 1 point of health away from making it a 2v2.
Yeah, that was really smart by XMS. Just jumping over, making sure that there's no exit for him. No way that he could kind of make more 1v1 situations and make more damage down onto that site. Such a dangerous spot when you're pushing onto A. There's 2 corners that can just wide you on.
Nearly. No cigar. Henny already hit 1 incredible shot, and he does connect another this time through Scream. Does have a kit, but he feels nigh impossible now. 2 rifles, they know exactly where he is. He has no armor, no health.
We've seen him hit some spicy digs. He's just going to try and kill both T's here to the bomb.
Just try and catch him on the exit, and that's 1. Tags the other. Sixer could get taken by the bomb, but no. Woo! Safe as Envy find another.
Budget AWP.
It's really impressive to me how much they made Envy sweat with just what? Some Deagles, 2 kits, and 3 HEs. Now they should be able to do much more with this. Logically,
You'd
logic
think so, but
states.
RPK is just going solo out of plat, and
Why do we put one of those AWPs coop? And why did Envy mix it up completely? It looks like they could be going for something quick. They're going to do that all-off smoke, followed up perhaps by a flashbang. They know the Molotov will delay them initially, so flashbangs take the weight as well, and that's the requested coop AWP.
yeah, this is actually a really good call. You know what you're up against. If you just change the pace now and go all in with like an explosive flash take, you're going to see now, they're going to get overwhelmed.
He's been so blind. Eventually, he's going to be rewarded. Those Sixer takes the peak. That's the AWP now down. He realizes pressure's going to be mounting for him. He's getting hunted down. And XMS, is he going to be forced to wait because of that smoke? In the meantime, talking of waiting by smokes, look at RBK's position. He's having an absolute game and a half. Another double kill from RBK on that B site. He's been getting them round after round after round. Now, still unable to make too much happen. That will be the 9th.
So difficult to hold. Still the chaos there. There's T's behind CT, CT's behind T's. I think B bomb site is one of the hardest bomb sites to play as CT because the teamwork just needs to be so on point there. They got caught with their pants down. Only managed to find the first opener, but it was just too little too late. They were already flooding the bomb site and getting up in your grill. Again. Pistols.
Where's it? RPK. Is he going to be doing the same thing again? It'd be funny if it's RPK and Happy. Yeah, it is.
And they're going to start being really frustrated.
Imagine putting those two together on the lurk.
Well, they're doing it right now. They're probably going to put a lot of pressure onto B and slowly head A. First, you need to clear A. This is smart by them. With the CTs pushed up, they're getting all this info on A. If you can push them back to site, you can make a lot more kind of fake plays, manipulations.
It stops the information gathering and ooh, bolts.
And getting the reads on the T's.
That's a big spanner in the works, though. Look at that, investing the Molotov wisely, but Scream's just too damn smart. Catches bolts just over the precipice of the Molotov, and an aggressive play from Scream. This is him trying to catch them before they set up on the site. He's really playing a thinking man's game of Counter-Strike at this point in time, but Henny's going to use that scavenged AK spectacularly.
This
2
is
kills.
what they needed. No armor, he's putting in work.
The numbers suggest this should be Immortals first. The weaponry, the armor, points in a different direction. The Sixer, he's going to have that AWP taken straight away from him. You can imagine Henny's going to be looking for that one next round, but they have to get there first. 30 seconds, the flank comes in, Happy has no chance, no hope, and another rifle on the floor. That could not have gone better for Immortals, truly.
Yeah. And you can tell you can tell how panicked they were. They lost the first player, they didn't quite know how to react. Do we need to defend this gun? Do we let them have it? What do we do? By the time that they decided that they were going to push A, it was too late. The rotates were coming in, and Henny's managed to pick up 2 from a great angle. Even with no armor, he took no damage. When the terrorists are jumping up onto that wall, he's got an advantage there, and he's just split-second killed them both. Great round by Immortals, and it's well needed. They need to chain them together now and cash in.
Keep your eyes on those double AWPs. ENVYUS have beaten them countless times now here on Cobble. They've tried it quick, they've tried it slow. Neither has worked for Immortals. And again, the ENVYUS boost. I think anyone who watches a single demo or VOD would be aware that that's something those two like to do. Oh, it looked like it was on him.
Yeah.
The ground save Scream's life. It's just going to be down to 50 now as the grass takes the brunt of the hit. Now that bomb is in A long now, but that is not necessarily a guarantee that that's where the bomb is going. In fact, it does look like there's a bit of a movement now. Yeah, back towards B. This is the ENVYUS default, it seems. But, you know, you set up...
They've got Happy in the position he likes to be.
You've got Happy where he wants to be, and then commit.
This is where Happy's going to be putting in work. As soon as this pressure comes on B and they start rotating, you'll see him cash in. He'll... Oh, that was close.
Needed to hit that one. He knows they're going to be putting
That's tough.
Oh, absolutely wrecked. Lucas is out of position, but the spray is good. Spectacular from Lucas. He's been great on overpass, and he's doing the same here on Cobble. Look at him making it count. Full buy from Envy gets just completely dissolved. They're not expecting Happy, though. 20 seconds.
They should be.
They are now. Okay, back turned. Body drop. Two staring direct straight at him. The time was not on his side, and it will be the second.
Lucas to save the day there. He's such an underrated player.
You reckon?
Yeah, for sure. Lucas is really strong for them. When they're winning, Lucas is normally putting in work. so consistent. He does all of the hard work, all the nades, the rotates, all the support play, and yeah, he's just cashed in 3 quick kills.
They've finally broken the money of Envy. I say broken. Of course, they had
They
12 grand. They're down to 2. They've finally whittled away at that bank
Enough
balance.
pistol buys.
KNG, what are you doing? Taking a close fight. He's getting pushed by pistols. He should not have gone that deep, and he's paying the ultimate price now as a Mac 10 takes him down. It's happening.
Oh my lord, not again.
RPK makes that P250 a real
If
statement.
they lose this round, they're in trouble.
This was the route back into the game. Now Mac 10s are filling the kill feed as well, and Henny is wondering where it all went wrong.
We've seen something big from his brother. Oh, RPK, too strong.
Too damn strong.
He's
calling
lurked
him
and
from
found him on
drop.
the side. And they picked up the op.
Whoa. I mean, that almost feels like a misread of the economy. I don't think any AWP, knowing it's going to be like pistols and a couple of nades, would want to take that fight.
I mean, it's also very spawn-based. If you don't have the front spawn on B, and maybe even the second or the third player back, if you go for that peak, and they are pushing you fast, they're going to be in your grill fast.
It's a one and sprint.
Yes.
It's never a double peak.
Even with the front spawn, it's close. You can get one and then fall off. But yeah, they've just gone full aggro with the quick buy and managed to get RPK with 2 huge kills. Don't even know how he managed to do that. It was probably long range with the P250. He's playing out of his mind right now.
RPK the star, on this T side at least. Immortals, 50% of their success has been with very limited weaponry. This does feel a little too limited though. As you can see, Molotovs, nades, everything you can to keep the CTs out of position. Excellent. Unflinching confidence from him, and Lucas still makes something a little costly for Screen. He's going to be happy just to wrap things up, put a bow on it or not. Potential round here. M4 taken away. Potential does start to disappear. Double digits then for Envy.
Such a hard bomb site to hold without nades. What can you actually do? The T's can get so close to you and so close to your bomb site.
Without
It's
you
not
seeing
like
them.
A. It's not that you can take jewels and run away for go and hide on the site. You pick a corner, you could die.
I truly, if I was playing it, you know, if I was holding a mouse and keyboard for Immortals right now, I would just be terrified of RPK. Like, they admittedly have shown that they still have the confidence. You know, KNG's going for peaks like that. Lucas has taken some heads with the Deagle. The
he's
confidence isn't
17-7
wavering.
now. This is what you need from these players, especially on T side.
17 frags. Six is just sitting there like, I've only seen 4 people.
Yeah, Six is like
Quiet.
almost completely support Orpa. He'll fill the gaps. He'll entry if you need him to entry.
Carry the bomb.
He'll watch the back if you need him to watch the back. Just the RPK going in. Even XMS has been quiet. He's not really had a chance to show what he's capable of. He didn't need to. RPK's just going ham.
Yeah. Well, when one player's doing the work, you just need to be have to be happy and accept that that's the way this game is going. Deliberate nade perhaps there from Henny to try and catch them by surprise, and they are going to be pushing over that. Molotov does have time to get the UMP out. 1, not 2. They may be low, but not low enough. As XMS will respond. And here they come around, not expecting that, but XMS quick to adjust. Bolts falls. They're actually struggling to win their aim fights at this point in time, and that's that wavering confidence we were talking about. Look how low they are. Envy, 1 health, 18 health, 14 health. They're teenagers in the health pool world. And now again, KNG's left to his own devices. The bomb's on B, believe it or not.
Happy you'll find him here.
XMS is going to get him as Happy dies. Oh, not even then. XMS has a round. Just as you say, he hasn't had a chance to peek. XMS picks up 4 in the round.
And another, Immortals are caught off guard again by a fast play. They haven't seen a fast A play yet. Perfect round to do it. Henny's caught with his pants down. He's got a nade out. He's being overwhelmed. 4 players jumping over the door. Yeah, it's a great round to do it on. You know that the CGs don't have great money from that reset. And just make sure you can... They're doing it again. Brute force and ignorance.
Brute force, and Henny's going to be the first to feel the face of it. Happy on the other side of the map as this does go down. Expect him to come back later. Moment where XMS is caught very, very flash. That's a full flashbang. The power of a full flashbang. Screen pays a heavy price for the frag down to 8. Looks like they realise it. Good communication. Lucas, finally,
Wow.
someone's going to take him down. He missed a full clip of his pistol. Now the bomb's on its way towards B.
Yeah, Happy's got to put in work here. It got really chaotic towards A. They got the opener, but the flashes came in, some missed flashes, and suddenly it's a 2v3.
Happy's a rock in a hard place, quite literally a rock, and that hard place is Steel. Backs away though, he's going to find himself a nice little tight corner. RPK, not only does he get the bomb down, he's getting frags. And Envy, it doesn't matter what the Immortals throw at them, they are playing so damn well.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
They even messed up there and gave him 3 kills. Went for the tempo play, got the entry. Little chaos towards the top of mid. There was a lot of smokes, a lot of flashes. The CTs were just running in and out of smokes, finding these kills. Happy managed to lurk all the way to B, as he normally does. He's given the info to come hell back my way, and they've managed to clean out the round. 13-2 potential side.
Feels like it. Certainly does.
Not the greatest by Immortals.
RPK's nades will draw attention. Immortals like fireflies to the Molotov.
It's one of those maps where you can be very versatile with weapons. Shotguns are great at drop. The SMGs, there's a lot of close angles you can get, a lot like Inferno, where you can get up and close, running and gunning.
Look at Happy's positioning. Oh, excuse me, Bolt's position here.
All Happy expected.
Judging by the past, yes. There it is. Bolt falls immediately, and Happy is just, wow, where did this spurt of speed come from? Happy, he's behind enemy lines at this point.
He loves finding.
That little gap has been identified. RPK will exploit it as well. XMS in the meantime will catch a glimpse of a foot, should Steel push just a fraction further. They are just dead meat, roasted into a 13-2.
God, the reads on these.
So hard to watch. KNG again left alone. Really the last one standing for the majority of these rounds.
They must just feel like they're being outplayed in every part of the map.
There isn't a single hold that Immortals have managed to find a degree of success on. This has been a barn burner from Envy. What a show.
I know, right? And they just beat G2.
They did. Immortals beat G2, and then ENVYUS show up and show them what they're made of. Envy are like kind of a bit of an odd one, a bit of a hard team to get your head around, because sometimes you see them play and you're just like, yeah, here they are, the poor man's G2. And then here you are again, you watch this, you tune in, and you just completely forget about any sort of comparison between the two. This is a team on their own, in their own right. And admittedly, both of the times I've felt that over the course of 2 days have been on Cobblestone, perhaps a map that, should they make it to playoffs, will not crop up in the best of threes.
Yeah, and you see 2 players top fragging. The guys that got dropped.
Yeah.
Everything to prove.
Screaming RPK are just waving
Had their
big
Weetabix
flags.
this morning.
High fiber diet. We'll be taking a quick hiatus just as they do have their slice of orange or whatever you do as an esports player.
Yeah, no flashes on the T side. They've gone for the molly.
A T-side molly.
Yeah. So
Where's that going? Like after plant or?
Could be after plant. You'd probably see a molly after plant. Maybe train if you're going
I can think
inside.
about it, yeah.
They'll probably use it taking drop,
Could be like for E-box and they take go jump out towards A.
or he might stay around the wooden area.
Yep.
If they get a bomb site and he can molly the site.
Let's have a little look where that molly's going. Eyes on Henny then, as he's made the big investment. He'll be providing a smoke for his team as well. Everyone else just going for the default Kevlar 4. Kevlar's for the T side. 9 in total.
I hate that box.
Oh, Henny
He's
does
traded it.
And of course, had he gone down, this would put a real spanner in the works. XMS so low. 1 bullet will do. Steel finds it. Molotov and Smoke's still going to be invested. It actually looks like Henny kind of put it in towards Plat at the end of that one. But Happy, he's still fighting. He's still firing. And he's got another
1 HP.
3. It was 4 versus 2, and Happy has completely turned the tables. Henny already tagged.
Chicken coop.
So much time. Henny knows Happy will be low. Bomb retrieved, but spot him. Doesn't hit the shot. Happy, are you seriously going to find a 4th? No, Henny's on the run. Bullets raining down. He's going to get some hint or cue. they may be going or
They
both on
sense
B.
it. They're not just running aimlessly towards A thinking he's planting it because of this.
He's
The
made
mind
so
games.
much noise. Happy's going to shoot him in the backside here. He's planting open. GG, Happy says as he finds 4. He had 1 point of health and he made it count. He shouted that from the rooftops that we are not going down
That was
in
a
this
huge
pistol
4K
round.
by Happy.
Outstanding. What a tank. Just, you know, he was
They
like,
got
okay
the
guys,
opener
stop
as
giving
well.
Screaming RPK the attention. It's my turn, my turn.
I can do it too.
He certainly can. What a play. To even go out and take
Yes.
fights with limited health is just...
Oh, it's crazy. It's so hard to do. These players make it look so easy.
XMS made that look easy. Bolts' investment is squandered, and here goes Happy. He's seriously picked up the pace now.
This is what you want. You want those SMGs cashing in. Ideally, you don't want to give away too many weapons or deaths. You want to build that economy, but it's looking good so far.
They say CT aggression is one of the hardest things to do on Cobble. Rather, CT information plays.
Yeah, it's really dangerous.
Still doing the best with what he got.
Scream doing what he does best. They look like a different team. Oh, Henny's been hitting these all day.
Popping headies.
Budget up.
It's a lot cheaper. RPK is going to get that information gathered. He can make the call saying, Scream, you're right, stay where you are.
If he gets one more, he's done his job.
At this point, his job was win the round because 15-2. I think it's all over.
It looks that way. What a crazy, crazy performance by Envy.
I swear we started this cast about 5 minutes ago.
They've just blitzed through it.
Truly. 15-2.
I expect we're just going to see something similar from what ENVYUS did. Some fast play towards B. They're probably so tilted right now. To try and get up in their grill with these pistols.
Intrigued to see what comes of it, though. RPK is waiting for the sound cue. As soon as they drop, the Molotov is there to force the fight. I like that play from RPK. I haven't quite seen him do that yet. As soon as he gets that sound cue, they either have to smoke it or they push him, and, well, KNG is going to get the better of him, but Happy's ready to go ahead and make that trade, and it could not have been cleaner.
Yeah, what they did there was really smart. They actually jumped at the top of drop, so it sounded like he dropped.
Hence the molly.
And Molly came out, and then he was punished after it expired.
Immortals, 2 players, now 1 player away from conceding this one. The highest highs and the lowest lows as Envy throw a blow like no other. They can beat G2, but they can't beat ENVYUS as they pick up that win, and it's probably one of the most convincing wins we've seen so far here in the Pro League Finals.
Yeah, that was insane.
60